Hey guys, Tactical. Came across a question on social media the other day about fencing in ducks. We don't bother trying to do that here. We kind of take the opposite approach. We fence them out of places where we don't want them, like this nice little raised bed. This area over here is the old duck coop, which was pretty compacted, so we fenced them out of there, took a garden fork to it, and we'll keep them out of there until this land recovers. But over here we've got our workshop building, and you can see the transition on the metal there. That section there is the current duck coop, and they've got a nice little fenced in yard here that they never stay in, evident by the fact that there's not a real gate. Got this little grate here from a commercial reefer and a cinder block, and if I need to, keep them contained in here, that's what we use. So when we get new ducks, or if our current ducks need to go through a refresher class, we will let them out of the coop into their little yard, and then once they've established that all ducks go to bed in there and they go in there and go to bed, then they're allowed to roam the rest of the holler as they will. So one of the big questions that was with this post I saw was predator protection and trying to fence out predators. You can have the we've got goats too, the duck knocks of duck coops, but without dogs, that's like having a castle with no guards. All it takes for an opposing army to take the castle is build a ladder, scale the wall, go down the stairs on the back side, and open the gate. Like, you can have the most impenetrable duck coop imaginable, and all it's going to take for a possum or a coon or something to get in there is time. Well, if there's a dog around, they ain't got much time. We had a possum come around the other day, and it figured it could run up under that outhouse right there and hide from the dog. And that worked twice. And then that little 45-pound blue heeler feist mix figured out that this board right here was a bit weak. So she broke it off, got far enough in there to get a hold of that possum, killed it, and left it laying in the yard somewhere right there. So that's our predator protection. So, I mean, we just don't have a lot of possums or coons or anything coming around here. So when we let the ducks out, they've got pretty much the run of the holler because they're not fenced in, they're fenced out. So there's a fence around the pond over here. It's a really old fence. It's probably at least 15, 20 years old. The ducks can squeeze through a lot of places in this fence, and they can just fly right over the top if they want to. I'll see if I can get close enough so that you can actually see it. But yeah, a duck can totally fit through that. Or they could just go right over the top. That's only about 2 foot tall. If I want to fence them out of the pond, which is right over there, there's an old gate area here, and we've got another one of the grates here with the cinder block. And if that's blocked off, they really don't try to go through there. But one of the reasons they don't try to go through there is that pond is fed by a spring in this building. So the spring overflows into the pond, and the pond overflows into the creek. And you can see the ducks over there. I was wondering where they were at. They've got the run of the holler, so hit or miss as to where they go. Right now, apparently it's hanging out in the creek time. But this creek runs pretty much the whole length of this road. I can't fence that off. I mean, I could put a gate up over there, but that's just a pain for me because I got to drive in and out of there. So we just let them pretty much roam wherever they want, and they eat bugs and stuff and come down here and hang out in the creek or go up and hang out in the pond. And so, I mean, I guess the big question is the predator protection part, but like I said, that's it. It's a lot easier to fence ducks out of a small area like that little raised bed or the old duck coop area I showed a minute ago than it would be to try to put up a fence around a 3+ acre property and or fence them completely out of the pond. Because if they didn't have access to the creek, it would probably take them about 5 seconds to figure out, oh, there's this little fence right here, I can just fly over the top. And then it would be even more of a pain to get them out of the pond, back over the fence, and into their coop at night. So, anyway, I digress. But anyway, that's kind of what we do with ours. And there's the mountain cur. Chestnut. Yes, are you a good dog? Are you a good dog, Chestnut? Yes, you are. Yes, Chestnut's a good dog. Alright, till next time, guys. Bye.